So we need to be completely honest about A'ja Wilson here, because these are some of the dumbest, conversations ever in sport is surrounding A'ja Wilson. These are arguments that should never have to be made, but we gotta do it because unfortunately that's just the way things are right now. It seems you have to talk about whether or not A'ja Wilson is better than freaking NBA players. Like, what is going on?
An absolute earthquake has just hit the world of women's basketball, and what I am about to tell you is going to change the way you look at Team USA forever. Forget the gold medals, forget the smiling photos on the podium, and forget everything you thought you knew about sisterhood. Because right now, behind closed doors, the most dominant team in sports history is tearing itself apart from the inside. We are witnessing a betrayal of biblical proportions, a backstabbing so severe that it threatens to destroy the legacy of the entire program. And at the center of this storm, the undisputed queen of the court, A'ja Wilson. But this time, she isn't celebrating. She is furious. She is heartbroken. And she is completely isolated. Reports are flooding in that A'ja Wilson, the woman who carried this country on her back, is being turned on by her own teammates over claims that are not just outrageous, they are completely baseless. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into a scandal that the media is trying desperately to cover up. We are talking about a locker room that has turned into a shark tank. You see, for years, we looked at Team USA and saw perfection. We saw unity, but it turns out that was all a mask. The reality is much darker. Sources close to the situation are revealing that a toxic culture of jealousy and resentment has been bubbling under the surface, and it has finally exploded. A specific group of teammates, women A'ja called her sisters, have allegedly launched a coordinated campaign to tarnish her reputation, to dim her light, and to push her out of the spotlight. So what exactly are these baseless claims that have A'ja Wilson seeing red? The rumors swirling around the camp are nasty. They are personal. The word on the street is that certain veteran players and even some rising stars have accused A'ja of being a diva. They are claiming that she has become impossible to work with, that she demands special treatment from the coaching staff, and get this, that she believes she is bigger than the team. They are painting a picture of an arrogant, selfish superstar who only cares about her own stats and her own MVP trophy. They are whispering that A'ja holds the ball too long, that she freezes out her teammates to pad her own numbers, and that she walks around the facility like she owns the place. Now pause for a second. Does that sound like the A'ja Wilson we know? Does that sound like the woman who has spent her entire career praising her teammates, lifting up the WNBA, and acting with nothing but grace and humility? Of course not. That is why A'ja is absolutely furious. She feels blindsided. She feels like she is living in a nightmare where the people she went to war with are now the ones holding the knife. People close to A'ja are saying that she views these accusations as nothing more than a smear campaign fueled by pure unadulterated jealousy. And let's be honest, that is the only explanation that makes sense. Think about it. A'ja Wilson is currently in the stratosphere. She is having arguably the greatest individual run in the history of the sport. She is the face of global basketball. She is the one the cameras follow. She is the one the sponsors want. And when one star shines that bright, it casts a shadow. And in that shadow, resentment grows. It seems that some of her Team USA teammates are tired of living in A'ja's world. They are tired of being the supporting, so instead of stepping up their game, they decided to tear her down. It is the classic tall poppy syndrome. If you can't reach her level, cut her down to yours. But we are not just basing this on rumors, we have eyes. We can see the evidence. If you go back and watch the footage from recent interactions, the body language is screaming hostility. The vibes are off, way off. Watch the timeouts. Look at the bench. There is a coldness there that wasn't there before. You see A'ja sitting alone, staring into space, while cliques of other players whisper and giggle on the other side. You don't see the emphatic high fives anymore. You don't see the genuine hugs. It all looks forced. It looks like a corporate obligation, not a team. And don't even get me started on social media. The internet detectives have been working overtime, and what they found is disturbing. We are seeing subtle unfollow. We are seeing cryptic Instagram stories about fake friends and snakes in the grass, posted by players on the team, posts that are clearly directed at A'ja. We are seeing a lack of support in the comments section. When A'ja posts a historic achievement, where are the reposts from her so-called sisters? The silence is deafening. It is a digital freeze-out designed to make her feel alienated. Imagine the mental toll this takes on a player. You are wearing the jersey, you are representing your country, you are under immense pressure to win gold, and yet your biggest battle isn't against France or Australia, it's against the woman standing next to you in the hub. A'ja Wilson is reportedly feeling suffocated by this toxic environment. She feels that her kindness has been taken for weakness. She feels that she's sacrificed her body and her energy for a group of people who were secretly praying for her downfall. This brings us to a terrifying question. Is this the end of the dynasty? Because let me tell you, you cannot win championships with a divided locker room forever. Talent can only take you so far. If the trust is gone, the foundation crumbles. We have seen this story before in sports history. We saw it with Shaq and Kobe. We saw it with the greatest teams that imploded because of ego. But this feels different. This feels like a mutiny. It feels like a coup d'etat against the queen. And A'ja Wilson is not the type to just take it. She is a Sources say she has confronted these teammates. She has demanded respect. But instead of apologizing, they doubled down on their ridiculous claims. They are gaslighting her, trying to make her feel like she is the problem. It is psychological warfare, plain and simple, and it puts Team USA in a very dangerous position. If A'ja Wilson decides she has had enough, if she decides that her mental health and her dignity are worth more than another medal, and she walks away, what happens then? Can you imagine a Team USA without A'ja Wilson? It would be a disaster. The team would lose its heart, its soul, and its best player. But honestly, would you blame her? Why should she stay in an environment where she is disrespected? Why should she carry teammates who are trying to stab her in the back? This is the dilemma she is facing right now. She is furious, yes, but she is also hurt. The betrayal of a friend cuts deeper than the sword of an enemy. This situation also exposes a massive failure in leadership. Where are the coaches? Where are the veterans who are supposed to keep the peace? It seems they have lost control of the locker room. They have allowed this cancer of jealousy to spread until it infected the entire team. They let the mean girl energy take over, and now they are risking losing the greatest generational talent we have ever seen. The allegations that A'ja is selfish are particularly laughing. This is a player who consistently leads the league in blocks, a defensive anchor. Defense is selfless. Defense is about effort for the team. She passes out of double teams constantly. She cheers for her teammates on the bench. To call her selfish is not just a lie, it is a calculated insult to her character. It is an attempt to rewrite the narrative and turn the fans against her. But the fans are not stupid. We see what A'ja does on the court. We see the passion. We see the hustle. You cannot fake that. So why now? Why, after all the winning, has it come to this? It's simple. Success reveals people's true colors. When everyone is winning, it's easy to hide the hate. But when one person rises above the rest, the cracks appear. A'ja Wilson has transcended the sport. She is an icon, and for some of her teammates, that is a bitter pill to swallow. They want the shoe deals. They want the magazine covers. They want the adoration. But instead of working harder to get it, they have decided that it's easier to try and pull A'ja down. This is a pivotal moment. The legacy of A'ja Wilson is being attacked, and she is fighting back. We are hearing that she is considering speaking out publicly. Imagine if she does. Imagine if she drops the names. Imagine if she exposes the text messages and the locker room conversations. It would break the internet. It would be the biggest scandal in the history of women's sports. And honestly, maybe that needs to happen. Maybe the truth needs to come out, so we can clean house. As we look toward the future, the cloud hanging over Team USA is dark. The chemistry is shattered. The trust is broken. Every pass A'ja receives, every look she gets, is now tainted with suspicion. Does she hate me? Is she talking about me behind my back? You cannot play elite basketball with those thoughts in your head. I want to ask you, the viewer, to put yourself in A'ja's shoes. You are the best at what you do. You work harder than anyone else. And instead of being celebrated by your peers, you are vilified. You are targeted. How would you react? Would you stay quiet to keep the peace? Or would you burn it all down to clear your name? A'ja Wilson is at that crossroads right now. Her fury is justified. Her anger is righteous. In conclusion, this is not just gossip. This is a battle for the soul of the sport. We are watching a legend being tested in the fires of betrayal. The baseless claims thrown at her are nothing more than weak attempts to dim a light that is too bright for some people to handle. But here is the thing about A'ja Wilson. Pressure makes diamonds. If they think this will break her, they are sorely mistaken. This might just be the fuel she needs to reach a level we haven't even seen yet. But as for her relationship with these teammates, that might be dead and buried. I want to hear from you in the comments right now. This is the most important part of the video. Do you believe the rumors? Do you think Aja Wilson has become a diva? Or do you agree with me that this is 100% jealousy and sabotage? Who do you think are the ringleaders of this anti-Aja movement? Drop your theories below. Let's get a debate going. And listen, if you support Aja Wilson and you want the truth to prevail, smash that like button right now. It helps the algorithm show this video to more people so we can expose the truth. Make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell turned on, because this story is developing fast and you do not want to miss the next update. This war is far from over. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.